Hello my soapy friends. I'm about to make some shaving soap. I have melted all my oils. I have, let me get my book out here. I have stearic acid, 16 ounces, tallow beef, 8 ounces, coconut oil, 3.2 ounces, shea butter, 3.2 ounces, castor oil, 1.6 ounces. So that's what I have in here. I know it's not very much for this big pot, but I just want to make sure it doesn't volcano on me. This is like a hot process soap. So in here I have sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of citric acid. So I'm going to add that in, and as I add it in, I'm going to be stirring because it's going to turn to soap right away. So keep an eye on that. Ready, set, go. See that? Let me get my spatula out here, get this stuff down. I want all of it in my recipe. So this particular soap for shaving, of course, you use potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. And sodium hydroxide is used to make hard bar soaps, and potassium hydroxide is used to make liquid soaps. And when you put the two together, it makes a softer bar soap. And you can actually scoop it and mold it and all that if you wanted to do that. I'm actually going to be using these stainless steel cups and put them in there. But I want to make sure my temperature is okay. We're at 120 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's good. To add the fragrance, which I have here, I'm going to be adding a fragrance I'm going to call, what am I going to call this? Tobacco&Spice. And I have 1.6 ounces to go in here. Make sure to get it all in there. Let's see if you can see. It's kind of like, looks like mashed potatoes to me. I don't know why it needs to look like food, but something we're familiar with. Okay. Okay, before this gets too hard to stir, the last thing we do is we're going to add 4.8 ounces of glycerin. Get a spatula here. Pour this in. Make sure we get it all in there. Okay, and you can see that is in there, and then just give it a stir. It really gives your arms a workout. Loosens it up. This is the key, I think, getting that glycerin in. Now we have very nice, almost liquidy soap, but this isn't going to stay liquid for very long. So what I want to do, turn my scale on. And I'm going to try to get you in the picture here. There we go. I'm going to measure out ounces, tear my scale, get my scooper, and I'm going to scoop out hopefully 5 ounces. That's 2.7. 4.8. 5 ounces. There we go. And then we'll set it over here. Get another one. Tear it out. And we'll do these. We're going to get about 10 of these. That's it. And this soap is colored a little bit yellower than the other ones I've made because this particular soap, fragrance, does discolor in cold process soap. Sometimes I make a mess. I'm getting it a little bit everywhere. But we want to make sure we get enough in here. Got pieces of it on me. Okay, let's see if that'll melt up in here. Okay. Starting to harden up, so I'm going to need a little help with my spatula. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Almost. It's getting harder. I gotta move along a little faster. Okay. Going a little faster now. Making a good mess. Okay. We will clean them up later. It's like hot process soap. Let's soon as it cools off, it gets hard-ish. Hard-ish. Okay. Bang it down a little bit. Oh, we got 3 more. Hopefully we'll be able to get all this in there. If it's clumpy, it doesn't really matter because it tends to just solidify all together. Once we get everything in there, gets it smoothed out. That's quite too much. That's not enough. No, that's good. This one needs a little more help, so it looks a little. There we go. Okay. I got that one in there. This one in there. Should have done that from the beginning. A little bit more in there. Okay. Hang it down. One more. In there. And that's in there. It's in there. Okay, so it looks like the leftovers I can make into a puck for myself. So once it solidifies in here, as you can see, I'll just scrape it off the edges. See what we got here. All this is left over from our 10 5-ounces. That's quite a substantial amount. And you can mold it to be the size you want, the shape you want. I don't want to waste any, so I'm going to grab all the little bits, put them in there. Let me go grab another one of those mugs. And now I've got one of these mugs. I can push that right in there. And I got another one. So some of them came out liquidy and some of them came out a little harder. So as you can see, we got most of it out, a little bit left, and that's how I do it. And it comes out wonderful. And then what I do is I take them and I put some plastic over it, put a little sticker of a label on top or the bottom, and wrap them up, and then they go out to whoever orders them. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my content, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.